Alrighty guys, welcome to another video. It is currently 4:55 a.m. and we are here opening the gym. Usually I have a 5 a.m. client 2 or 3 times a week. Those are always my earliest times at the gym. But we're here, ready to go. There's this creepy guy rolling up behind me, which I don't like so much. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I don't like that though. But yeah, guys, welcome. So this is what the gym looks like first thing in the morning, right? So here we go. Before anybody gets in, always try to get here at least 10 minutes before the first client. That's the goal. I gotta go ahead and warm up this in-body here because I have a client who has a weigh-in today. Let me just go show you guys one thing real quick. So this is my secret little stash. Right in here, it's my little kitchen. Bam, look at that. Look at all those 3D energy drinks. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. Then I have some Mighty Meals up here, and I have this milkshake that one of my clients got me, which I'm not gonna have. But I'm very grateful that she got it for me. But yeah, I have a pretty exciting news, hopefully, in this video that I will share with you guys. But as of right now, I don't really have any news, but maybe, well, you guys have to watch. There's something I'm working on, cooking on, which I'm pretty excited for. And then also I have a few long runs this week. Got to pick Rachel up from the airport. But yeah, guys, sit back and enjoy. Welcome to another video, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Also, one other thing, today's Friday, I don't have any workouts today. I think I might do a strength training workout today and then maybe a little bit of cardio. But we are pretty much done for running until Saturday, 3 to 5 miles, and I think we have a 10-mile run on Sunday that I'll go ahead and film. So this is going to kind of just be like a full weekend of overall training across the board for everything. Alrighty, guys, so we are currently doing an hour on the treadmill. We are, I think, ending up week 3 is almost over with the marathon training. And just kind of recap everything. I don't think I didn't talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it here real quick with you guys. For the treadmill, I do 3.4 speed at a 1.5 incline percentage for an hour, like nothing crazy. And I do this for my off days, right? So I have 2 off days, which is 2 times more than I had prior to prep. I have a Monday, and the reason for that is it's the day after I do a, sorry, actually this might just work better here, like that. Yeah, so Monday I get an off day because I have the long run on Sundays. This may or may not work. Let's see if I can adjust it a little bit. Just walk back on the treadmill. Yeah, so Sundays I have the long run. Mondays I have the off day. And then I have another off day on Fridays, right? Because I have a 5-mile run on Saturday and then like a 10+ mile run on Sunday. This past weekend, I had a 14-mile run scheduled and it didn't go well. It was very muggy outside. I didn't feel super good. I don't know what was up with me. Like, I don't know what was going on. I went across the bridge and I went to go run on Terrapin Park, and there was just a massive amount of horseflies. So I ran a mile in. I was like, they're gonna go away eventually, and they didn't go away. So I had to run a mile back, and because the horseflies were everywhere, I had to like do an all-out sprint because they were crushing me. I didn't have a shirt with me, so I was just getting absolutely lit up by horseflies. And I don't know if you guys live somewhere where there's horseflies, but they hurt, they bite you. They leave like welts on your skin. So for the first 2 miles, like my average pace was like a 7:45 because I was cooking the second mile like a 7:20 pace. So I kind of burned out a little bit there out of like survival. So that sucked. But I regrouped, took about a 5-minute break, and I just couldn't get my feet back under me. And it was the first time this prep where I was like, I got nothing left. Like, I couldn't do it. I was mentally messed up because I wanted to run a certain trail. I couldn't run the trail. And the only other place I could run, unless I got in my car and I drove away somewhere else, but I was tight on time, would have been just around the business park. At 14 miles, I probably had to do about 6.5, 7 laps. So I was just mentally clocked out. I didn't consume enough electrolytes, which is a little bit of foreshadowing for this video. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I have an exciting announcement to talk about. Preparation. a project, a year-long project in the making. I felt awful. I had to take so many breaks, and I only did 9 miles at like a 9:12 pace. I couldn't get 14. It was the first one I failed. And then fast forward to yesterday, which was Thursday, I crushed a 10-mile run. Felt like I could have gotten 10 more. And I think it was just a good reminder for me, like during this prep, it's the only workout I had where I didn't complete. But I can't let that bring me down. Like, I gotta remember, this is marathon prep. This is supposed to be hard. Like, there's going to be days where I don't feel good, right? And that's just something I gotta mentally remind myself of here. So I'm gonna take you guys throughout this weekend. We have a 3 to 5 mile run tomorrow. I gotta take my car to the shop today. Got in a little fender bender, which sucks. 3 to 5 mile run tomorrow. It's my mom's birthday. I'm gonna go out and get dinner with her with my dad and my mom. Got 3 clients in the morning. And then I gotta pick up Rachel from the airport around 8 p.m. And then I think, I haven't looked at it yet, but I think I have a 10 to 12 mile run on Sunday. So I'm gonna take you guys through that too. But this is gonna be a full weekend, starting it on an off day. Just for off days, I do 1 hour on the treadmill, incline. I do a full strength training workout as well. Yeah, just to get the heart rate up a little bit, get a few miles in. But just want to give you guys an inside scoop on that failed run. I know if you guys follow me on TikTok, you would have saw it. I haven't talked about it yet on YouTube, but it sucked. I was pissed. Like, I was not happy about it at all. It sucked a lot. But we're back in action. We're back after it, and we're gonna have a good weekend, good training weekend this weekend. Alrighty guys, so I was going to wait to the end of this video to really dive into this topic, to this announcement that I wanted to make, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it now and then get it out of the way early in the video, and then you guys can go ahead and watch the rest of the video training throughout the weekend. Do you hear her over here? She's making a lot of noise. Yeah, so I just went ahead and sent a massive email to a manufacturer, to a white label manufacturer, regarding something that I am going to try to bring to market, right? So I have been working out for 15 years. I have been running for multiple years, on and off, here and there. I've always been active. It's always been part of what I do and who I am. And I have recently, during like the past week, honestly, and I've been thinking about this for more than a week, but really within the past week of running in this weather, it's been 100 degrees. I have come to a decision in my head that I want to pursue a new company. So within the past 5 or 6 years, I had a clothing company called Silence Fit. And just a little backstory on that company and I guess what I did there. It was a clothing company I started in 2016, maybe the end of 2015. I was in college. I dropped out of college. I literally went home, sat on my computer, made a Shopify page, found a bunch of manufacturers on Alibaba, and I started sampling product. And from that day, it was probably early August of 2016, I started this clothing company called Silence Fit, and we sold thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of product. And I worked with the online coach who is a fitness guy. I had photos of my product with Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, not actually them wearing it, but my athletes hanging out with them wearing it. And that was crazy. Like, there's photos out there of Christian Guzman taking photos next to my Silence Fit gear. And it was huge. I don't think the website's not up anymore. The Instagram page is activated, and it was huge in the sense it was big for me. I remember this one day I sent a free sweatshirt to the online coach, who at the time, he's still big, but at the time he was like massive. He was collabing with Matty Fisario, Matt Ogus, Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, Steve Cook. He was collabing with everybody, and he threw up a photo of my sweatshirt that said "Work in Silence," and I woke up Thanksgiving morning with, I'm just gonna say, $20,000 on my website, and I didn't know what to make of that. I didn't know if it was my money or the company's money, and clearly it's both, right? And from that day, I did really well with the company. It did really well, and I just didn't pursue it. I didn't pursue it for multiple reasons, personal reasons, but also I went back to college, and I don't know, I didn't sink my teeth into it, and ever since that, I always had this, I don't want to say sense of failure, but sense of I left something on the table that I shouldn't have left on the table. It was a mistake in my eyes, like it was a mistake that I made, and I kind of did that again with the podcast, and I've always kind of regretted that, and I feel like now I have a great opportunity here to build something that means more to me than anything, and build something that I know I can build a community around. I can build a brand around. Just for the moment I am in my life with owning the studio and and having friends and family that are super supportive and having an idea that I know that people like. I've tested a few times on social media. I made an Instagram page, and people are running away with this idea. They think it's an amazing idea. So I wanted to use this video as making, I guess, the first public announcement, or like the first, yeah, to actually talk about it. I am in the process. I've talked to 2 or 3 manufacturers already. I think I'm going to go with this guy, who actually, this guy, I got his information. It's a guy, but he works for a huge company, from a local brand here called Find Yours. OG Paradise. He linked me up with this guy, and we had about a 30-minute conversation, and I think I want to work with this gentleman in this company because they what they do and the products they make is exactly what I want to do. So so the name of the company is Labs Supplements. Labs Supplements. Which is amazing because my last name is Labs, Michael Labs, and there's something very, I guess, beautiful about being able to use my last name into a product, into a company, into a brand, into a community, knowing that it's part of me and it's part of my family. It's part of like my parents. It's part of my immediate family, and it carries much more weight than just like Silence Fit. It's not just me; it's everybody in my life. Like it's everybody in my family, and there's a beauty in that. And I've always knew my last name had the potential to be something, just because it makes sense. Labs, Labs, and I've never really thought about the supplement industry. I always thought it was too hard to get into, and you know what, man? Like it's difficult, but it's something that I want to do. Right. So that's it. I'm going to come out with this company. I'm putting it here on YouTube. It's going to take a while. I have a goal date in mind. I don't want to push the gas too quickly on that. I'm going to go through a lot of sampling processes. I'm going to take you guys and girls through that the entire way. I'm going to take you through all the sampling processes, all the flavors, all the mistakes. The same way I did that with Silence Fitness. If you go back on my YouTube channel, you can watch all the mistakes I made with Silence Fit. Like you can watch all that. So I've been going back and forth. Our first product, I believe, is going to be like a hydration caffeine powder. And the main reason why is this is something that's universal, right? It's something that is needed, right? And something that most people need during a workout, right? So it's a hydration powder. So it's an electrolyte powder. It's going to have electrolyte in it, potassium, magnesium, vitamins. It's going to have carbs in it as well. We're shooting for 15 carbs per serving, right? So this is something that you're going to want to have before your workout, during your workout, and then later in the day if you're like dehydrated or you're thirsty, maybe throwing a little bit of something in like that. Like it's kind of like an element product, but also something you can take prior to your workout because it has the carbohydrates. And with the caffeine, it gives you kind of that focus and that get up and go energy as well, right? So I'm not going to announce a launch date. I'm not going to launch anything until I feel super confident with with exactly what I'm looking at here, right? So I just want to put that out there just so you guys have that information, because I know this is something that it's going to be huge, and I'm very excited to bring it to market. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking here, and I just wanted to get that out there so you guys had all that information. But yeah, so thank you guys so much, and sit back and enjoy the rest of the video.
Alrighty, guys. Good morning. It is currently 6:34 Saturday. We have a 5-mile run at a 9:15, 9:45 pace, so a nice, slow, steady run for the day. I'm currently between my car and Rachel's car. Last night went out, got Chevy's with my dad, so we got some Mexican food. I woke up this morning about 2:20, which is solid, which is fine, which is good. We have a pretty busy day today. I have clients from 9:30 to 11:45, so about 2 hours of clients, so 3 clients. And then before that, I'm gonna go run. I should get to the studio around 7, hopefully running by 7:15. I got a 5-mile run, so it's gonna be less than an hour long, probably about 45 to 47 minutes. So that's going to give me about an hour 15 to run the reports I need to at work, to eat food, and get ready for my clients for the day. And then I have 2 of these bars right here, these dipped strawberry chocolate bars. Each one is 7 grams of protein, 100 calories, but each one's also 13 carbohydrates. So I got 1 there, and I got 2 here. So that's going to be my pre-run meal. It's actually, the weather's not too bad. It's 73 degrees. It's a little muggy out here, but it's not too bad. It's like 20 degrees cooler than what it has been on my run, so feeling good about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and rip this miles. I'll take you guys along for the run. So let's go crush this 5-mile run at 9:15 to 9:45 pace. Oh, the one thing, yesterday I went to Gold's. It was an off day, and I did go and do a lower body day, so my legs feel a little heavy. Probably not the best idea, but it's gonna be fine. Yeah, so my legs are gonna feel a little heavy. It's gonna feel like I'm running out of quicksand for a while, but we'll go ahead and get the legs under us, do 5 miles today. And then I have 10 miles on Sunday. I think I might want to push it more just because I failed last Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see how we feel. So we got to pick up Rachel pretty late tonight, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we do have 5 miles on the docket for this morning.
I'm the worst YouTuber, I swear. We're 0.73 miles in. We're doing 5.4 today, so we have an even mileage for the week. Pretty muggy out here, but we'll keep going. I'm at 2.4 miles, but I'm running here. It's so awesome to see like people active. It's this massive crowd of runners, and it feels so good to see people out there running and making moves with each other. I don't know. Made my heart very happy to see all these like high school kids, early 20s out here getting healthy and running. You'd love to see it. We're at 3.19 miles, 2.51 left to go. A lot of runners out here, a little muggy. Let's get back after it. All right, so we're done with that run, 5.4 miles. I think it was like 49 something minutes. We are done with running for week 3. We are now on a week 4, starting tomorrow. I have a 10-mile run. I may or may not go more. We'll see. Dude, these things right here. I like all the flavors. And honestly, like a lot of people don't like this one. Yo, Liberty Pop. That bangs, dude. That's good. But yeah, it's calling for 10 miles. I might increase it a little bit because I had such a bad run on at the beginning of week 3. I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I said, I don't know for sure, but that run felt pretty good. It was busy. There was a lot of people out there. I was getting passed left and right. These high school kids were like 130, 140 pounds just ripping by me. It was hilarious. But yeah, for the most part, it felt really good. It was a good run. Got a little sweat in. I finished that run, dude. It's crazy to think like if you asked me like, I don't know, 2 years ago, if I could just do 5 miles and be like okay with it, I would definitely have said no. But like I felt like that felt super easy. Like that felt really solid. So I guess we're just gonna work today. Got a few clients, got my mom's birthday party, and I'm picking up Rachel tonight, and I'm gonna try to get out for a 10-mile run tomorrow. I feel like there's something important I wanted to say. Oh, we finished this week at 42 miles. I was on pace to do 47. That would have been 47 based off of the 14-mile run on Sunday that I didn't complete. So as you can see, it's like an escalation. We went from like 43 to 45 to 47, and now this week I'm at 42, right? So a little bit of a fail on my end, but that's okay. We'll pick it back up. That won't happen again. Well, hopefully it won't. It could happen again, but the goal is for it not to happen again. So that's that. Let me get back to work. Got a client coming in an hour and 13. Just got to do some clerical work around here, and then go ahead and catch you guys later in the day. All right, there's one other thing I wanted to do to show you guys real quick. Oh, my post-workout meals here. This is my work desk. That's where I work. I do work. I do have a job. I'm gonna show you guys my meals. So I have 2 Mighty Meals right here. It's pretty early. It's 8:30 in the morning, but I know I'm not gonna eat again until about 4 o'clock. And that's gonna be my last meal of the day. I have about 1,100 calories left for the day. This is about 1,200 right here. I get these Mighty Meals super easy. Each one has 54 grams of protein, 67 carbs, 15 grams of fat. I have barbecue chicken mac and cheese, which is not one of my favorite ones, but because it's not one of my favorite ones, I have 2. They were my final 2 for the week. But they're still good. I'm a big fan of them. I love Mighty Meals. I get 30% off. That's why I purchased them so much. They're just so easy. I get like 11 or 12 of them per week. It's about $100. They ship literally to my front door. Just game changer. I wish I had a code. I don't have a code to give you guys, but they are amazing. Let me show you a little bit what we're working with here. Boom. So I got one here, right? Bam, see? It's literally just mac and cheese and chicken. Then I got another one right here. So I got 2 of these Mighty Meals right here. I'm gonna eat these. I have about an hour before my client gets here. I have my half a fork. I broke the top half. Then I have Thor's hammer right here, right? So I have these 2. I had my 2 little snacks in the morning, those little bars. So far today I've had, after I eat these, 1,492 calories, 130 grams of protein, 145 carbs, and 40 grams of fat. And I have 1,000 calories left for the dinner at 5 o'clock tonight, which is perfect. And then I will say sometimes on Saturday I will have like an extra 50 to 100 carbs because I have the long runs on Sunday. So sometimes I will do that. But we're just going to go ahead and eat this right now, this mac and cheese and barbecue chicken, and then head out to dinner this evening. Alrighty, friends, we are about to head off to go get dinner for my mom's birthday at Luna's Steakhouse. I'm very excited. I'm dressed up here. Got my polo on. I hate collars. I never wear collars. It's like the worst thing in the world. Look at this thing over there. You see it? That's our boy. That's our vacuum right there. He's the best. He's a he. But yeah, we're going to go out, go get steak. I still have those 1,000 calories. I'm going to get a steak here, right? So it's going to be majority protein. Before we head off to there, I got to stop at the detailing place, get my car cleaned out because I'm picking up Rachel's mom, and I don't want to be a dirty guy. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the dirty boyfriend. It would be nice and clean. So we're going to head off, do that. Got to put the dogs in the crate, come back later, feed them, and pick up Rachel at 9:30 at night. 30 minutes past my bedtime, but I love her, and it's worth it. And I'll catch you guys later.
Alrighty, guys. Good morning. It is currently 7:30 a.m. A little bit later than normal. Usually I'm finishing up my runs at this time, but we're starting the run today at 7:30. I got home last night like 12:30. Got pulled over. It was a whole thing. It was not a fun night. It wasn't a bad night. Just got a warning. My headlight was out. Got to get that fixed. But yeah, we got home like 12. Fell asleep around 1. Rachel's at home right now, catching up, a little jet lagged. But I have a 10-mile run today. I'm thinking I might try to go farther. We'll see. But the goal is at least 10 miles. We're starting here at the World War II route in Annapolis. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and crush some miles today. We're going to go run on the trail and then meet back here and then finish up here. I have to use the restroom, which is not good as a beginning of this run. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and crush the miles. So let me go ahead and get started, and I'll catch you guys afterwards.
All right. Sorry about that. We are very professional around here. We just finished our 15-mile run. Like I said, I was going to do 10, which I did do. I did do 10 miles, but since I failed last week on my 14-mile run, I could not. This is the part of me that I don't think comes across camera enough. This is like the crazy, insane part of just me and my personality. I couldn't shake the fact that I failed a week ago. So the 4 miles that I failed on last week, I went ahead and added those into the run today. Sorry, 5 miles that I failed last week. So we ended up doing 15 miles for the day. The goal was 8:45 to a 9:15 pace. We did a 8:57 pace. I think it was like 2 hours, 6 minutes. Felt good. I had to stop 2 or 3 times. I'm not good at running in the summer. I realized on that run that I've never ran through the summer. Like, I always run when it starts getting cold outside,
and run through the winter, and I usually kind of slack off the closer we get to summer, and then I don't really run during the summer. So I'm really not adapted to this weather. So it's something I'm gonna have to work on. The good part is the marathon is in November, right? So it should be like hopefully high 40s, low 50s. But I feel like if I can get in really good shape running in the summer, that's just gonna help me during the winter. So I didn't hydrate enough. I didn't bring any water with me. I just brought 3 gel packs. They had 2 water fountains on the trail, which helped me a lot. But yeah, we need to bring. I have a water bottle here, a handheld water bottle right next to me. I just got to use that on my run. But it felt good. It felt good. The rest of the day, we're gonna go home. I'm gonna go buy 3 bags of ice, do a ice bucket because that's gonna just make me feel so great and go so good. Then I'm gonna shower, and then Rachel's back from California. I picked her up last night, and I have to go fix my headlight, my front headlight, because I got pulled over last night for not having a headlight on. It was broken, which I had no idea was broken. I felt like such an idiot. But yeah, we probably got to go grocery shopping, just get ready for the week. But yeah, let me go get an ice bucket, ice bath, and then go home and shower.